Welcome back, everybody. We are going to work on section 4.2 today using point slope form. Point slope form is this equation here. The key for this is if you're given a point and you're given a slope, then you use point slope form. We only ever replace the y1, the m, and the x1. Notice that we left y minus and x minus in there. So for this form, we have x1, y1, and m. Y minus 3 is equal to 1/4 x minus x1 is negative 8. This is where you got to be very, very careful. We want to make sure that the final answers we write are always cleaned up as much as we can. Remember, we add the opposite here. And so our final answer to that would be y minus 3 is equal to 1/4 times x plus 8. And remember, it asks us to write an equation in point slope form. So that's point slope form. And we're done with that. Write an equation in point slope form. They give us the ordered pair, 1/6, and a slope of negative 1/2. So we have y minus 6 is equal to negative 1/2 times x minus 1. I don't have anything to clean up in there, so this is point slope form. Please do 3 and 4 on your own and go ahead and flip to the next page. So when we have 2 points on a line, the first thing we have to do is find the slope of the line, and remember that m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. For part B, use the slope that we find, and one of the points are ordered pairs to write the equation. The key here is it does not matter which point or ordered pair you pick. It does not matter, because as we work through this, we're going to start taking this point slope form and changing it to other formats, and it all works out to be the same in the end. So our examples, it says write an equation in slope-intercept form. All right, so they're asking for slope-intercept form, but I only have information to write point slope form. So first, find the slope. Second, write point slope form. And then third, simplify for y alone, which is slope-intercept form. When y is alone, you have slope-intercept form. So those are the steps we're going to take each time for these problems that we'll work on. Starting with number 5, I'm going to start with finding our slope. So we have 2 minus negative 2 over 1 minus 3. Add the opposite, add the opposite. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus negative 3 is negative 2. And 4 over negative 2 is negative 2. So our point slope form, we can either use the ordered pair 1, 2, which would be y minus 2 is equal to negative 2 times x minus 1. Or we can use the ordered pair 3, negative 2, to have y minus negative 2 equals negative 2 times x minus 3. Now, when you're doing your problems, you do not have to write both. You pick one or the other. I'm just writing both so that way you can see whichever one you picked, how it ends up working out. So over here on the left side, remember this is point slope form. They asked for slope intercept form. So I need to distribute because I'm in step 3, simplify for y. So y minus 2, negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. I finish getting y alone by moving the 2. The opposite of subtracting 2 is adding 2. And so slope intercept form is y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. If I use this right equation, start with add the opposite there and distribute over here on the right, we have y plus 2 is equal to negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. I would finish getting y alone by subtracting 2 from both sides. And we get y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. So you can see that regardless of which ordered pair I used, I still got y is equal to negative 2x plus 4 for my slope-intercept form. Number 6, start with finding our slope. So 6 minus negative 6 over 4 minus negative 2. Add the opposite. 6 plus 6 is 12. 4 plus 2 is 6. 12 over 6 is 2. So our slope is 2. We can use this ordered pair to say y minus 6 is equal to 2 times x minus 4. Or we can use this ordered pair, y minus negative 6 is equal to 2 times x minus negative 2. So those are our point slope forms. Now for slope intercept form, we have to get y alone. If I'm using this first one, I'm distributing the 2. We have 2x minus 8. The opposite of subtracting 6 is to add 6. The 6's add to 0, so we have y is equal to 2x minus 2. If we used this other point slope form, I'm going to start with cleaning up the add the opposites and then distribute. We have y plus 6 is equal to 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. Finish getting y alone. The opposite of adding 6 is subtracting 6 from both sides. So we have y is equal to 2x. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So again, you can see it didn't matter which ordered pair we chose. We still got y is equal to 2x minus 2. All right. Remember that these f of 4 equals negative 2 means we have an ordered pair of 4, negative 2. And f of 8 is equal to 4 gives us an ordered pair of 8, 4. So we have slope 4 minus negative 2 over 8 minus 4. Add the opposite. We have 6 over 4, which is 3/2. Let's see. I will pick this ordered pair. Y minus 4 is equal to 3/2 times x minus 8. Remember, it still wants these in slope-intercept form. So we have point-slope form. We found the slope. We wrote it in point-slope form. Now we need to get y alone. Distribute the 3/2. 3/2 times x is 3/2 x. 3/2 times negative 8. Remember, that can be negative 8 over 1. So 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 24 over 2 is negative 12. Finish getting y alone by adding 4 to both sides. Those add to 0, so we get y is equal to 3/2 x and then minus 8. Number 8, we have our ordered pair here of 8, negative 1. The ordered pair here of 6, 0. So for slope, we have 0 minus negative 1 over 6 minus 8. Add the opposite. 0 plus 1 is 1. Add the opposite. 6 plus negative 8 is negative 2. So our slope is negative 1/2. I'm going to use this first ordered pair because I need to start with writing point slope form. So we have y minus negative 1 is negative 1/2 times x minus 8. From here, I'm going to clean up, add the opposite there, and distribute that negative 1/2. So we have y plus 1. Negative 1/2 times x is negative 1/2 x. Negative 1/2 times negative 8. A negative times a negative is a positive, and half of 8 is 4. I would finish this by moving the 1. The opposite of adding 1 is subtracting 1 from both sides. Those 1s add to 0, so we have y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 3. You try. Going to have you try 9, 10, and 11. Now for our modeling. We have a list of ordered pairs here. It's asking us to find out, can the situation be modeled by a linear equation? So this is going way back to chapter 3. And in order to find out, we check the rate of change. Remember, the rate of change is how are the numbers changing as we move along the table. So the number of foam hands, let's see, this is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. The cost, this is plus 12, plus 12, plus 12, plus 12. So yes, this is a linear equation because our rate of change is constant. Remember, the 2 and the 12 don't have to be the same. It's that everything up on the top is moving up by 2 and everything on the bottom is moving by 12. Remember, this is x and this is y. So for my slope, being y over x, we have 12 over 2. We already calculated that change, which is 6. So write the linear model. I'm going to start with point slope form. You can pick absolutely any of these ordered pairs that you want to. let's see. I'll just pick the first one. So y minus 34 is equal to 6 times x minus 4, because this ordered pair was 4, 34. Distribute y minus 34. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Our last step to get y alone, the opposite of subtracting 34, is to add 34 to both sides. These 34s add to 0, so y is equal to 6x plus 10. So the number of foam hands, as they increase, it looks like they're earning $6 per foam hand, and they started with $10. Please work on number 13 and bring that to class with the other ones. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great evening.